Welcome to the SID's View podcast.
Your face was terrifying. Thank
look
God
at-
no one saw that.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on the chat already.
That's right.
I freaking love it. It's one of the best parts.
Fran calling me by my full legal name.
Yeah. That's great. What's up, everybody? Bonza's on time, too. Last week, he chimed in at about 2 minutes.
Talking about how he's busy on Tuesday
Yeah.
nights. He's not busy.
Yeah. Kyle, Mr. Baraball.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Oh, we got all the announcers here.
Woo!
Hey.
What are we talking about?
What are we
Practice?
What are we talking about?
Don't pick my car for Stafford.
Yes.
Who said that?
Oh, listen.
You can suck it.
Oh yeah, don't pick my kid, Christina. Don't worry. Like I'm not going to jinx anybody.
I'm picking all you fools.
You're just having fun with
Hey,
the
look at
sound
Sean.
effects.
Sean, we're racing. We're racing on our own here,
No,
buddy.
that's right. He's the black sheep of the
I am.
podcast crew.
And it's-
He really is.
I
Shane
am though.
knows
I'm
exactly
the one that
what's up.
talks the rudest about people. I get my stones busted by everybody, but it's
Yeah.
all right. I'm like the punching bag.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I like doing it. So
Did you say punching bag?
yeah.
There's going to be plenty of that sound effect tonight.
Yep. Oh, look at Bonza's already picking.
Minute to go.
Come on.
Picking for what?
Oh, you can't read the chats?
No, I have too much stuff to
Oh,
do.
come on,
She's working.
Rem.
One of us has
Oh.
to work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's writing names down over there.
I write everything down.
Yeah, you do.
Phonetically.
be the one doing this?
Am I going to be the one? Yeah, Thunder Road.
How was that Thunder Road creamy? I'm sure we'll get to that.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just say, Sid heard me say gonna this weekend.
Yeah, totally threw me off.
I know. It was shocking.
What happened? You've been practicing?
I was like, do you know that you said that actually correctly?
Gonna? Grr.
I think she said she's been practicing.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit.
All right, let's settle in here.
By the way, Celtics killed me the other night.
I love it. They're in the finals. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave for the next edition of the SID's View podcast. Ton of stuff to get to. Rob, Remy, and I went up to northern Vermont and hung out at Thunder Road on Sunday and had an absolute blast. My man Diego stayed down here in southern New England. What's up there, brother?
You know I gotta keep it real. You guys is up there milking cows. I'm watching a spectacular SK light race. Then I come to the bowl and watch a barn burner of a mini race.
Damn straight. Then we got my girl Remy over here on the controls, ready to roll.
Am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, we can't have Babalaco do it. Clearly, he needs to stay in the shop and make his car go a little bit faster.
Yeah! It's a Tuesday night. I am so happy to be with you guys. Let's do this.
My man Rob, once again, down in the bullpen, ready to get after it.
Aloha, Mr. Hyde.
What up, everybody? It's Rob, fresh out of Vermont, where me, Sid, and Remy saw some great racing, some cows, much to the amusement of Remy. But most of all, we got to see you beautiful people out there, some of whom are hopefully tuning in tonight.
So, Rob brings up a great point. We're driving through through Vermont to get to the Airbnb. And, like, we go by a farm.
And she's like, a cow.
And I was like, yeah, you know we have those in Connecticut, right?
Right.
She
Ever
made a
been
good
to
point.
Salem?
She goes, I do live in Stanford. I'm like, oh,
Right.
yeah, you probably don't have
No,
cows
that's
down there.
true. She does not see cows as Take
Yeah.
a ride right up to Preston. They're all over the place.
She was equally excited about horses, too, I believe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I'm
great.
sure you guys seen a lot of wildlife up there. Maybe not, huh?
Listen, the Airbnb that we went to, so we're driving through the thing, and we're following Waze, and it tells us to go down this dirt road, and we literally thought, like, we turned into a horror movie.
Well,
Yeah.
it didn't even have like a proper road sign. It was like a
Right.
hand-painted
It was like a
sign. We were like,
hand-painted
oh,
sign.
God.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
Grim Reaper
cool.
painted it like, come this way.
Yeah.
And then it's all dirt road. Like there was no guardrails. Like we literally.
Your
could-
truck's rear-wheel drive, right?
No.
Oh, I thought it was rear-wheel drive.
So listen, we were like, oh, we come up to a house and you think, oh, it's going to be pleasant again. And then you take a turn and You're waiting for Ichabod Crane to cross the street. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it was scary.
Yeah.
And but anyways, we got there. All was fine and well. And so our inaugural trip to Thunder Road, and this freaking track is beautiful, man. Unbelievably
As good as it looks on Flow?
Yeah,
Better.
even better. Even better.
Really?
You pull in and like it just looks like the grass is freshly mowed. Like it's got wooden the fence there, like the old wooden fence that goes down around the fire. I forget what that kind of fence is called.
Yep.
All like freshly freaking varnished or whatever. Like everything just looked pristine. Right. We walk in, like there's the way it's laid out where the Monaco Modifieds were. It looks like that's kind of like the touring divisions area. They had their own little shack there near the scales. Then Rob and I walked through the pits, and
Was it all dirt or was it paved pits?
It was paved.
yeah, like on the far back end.
There's a
I
little
think,
bit of dirt.
Yeah.
but like all the cars there looked beautiful. Like the pride that they took in taking
That's
care
awesome.
of that track. Like permeates the race teams.
That's great.
So they all have this pride in what their car looks like, Rob, what did we see? 2, maybe 3 cars that were like, they could have done a little better with that one.
Yeah.
But it was few and far between. Like you would have sworn the facility was just built. I mean, everything, even the fences, like even something as small as the fences just looked like it was such a nice touch. Everything was like a nice little touch.
Yeah.
A lot of the cars there looked like cup cars. I think what I said to Sid was like, this place just screams we actually care.
Yeah.
Right.
He
And that
did
is
say
the best way I can
That's
describe that
great.
track.
Yeah.
Well,
it was
I know when we
beautiful.
watched on Flow, me and my wife were sitting on the couch watching. We were like, I've seen like little race clips. I've actually watched the racing, and it was pretty good, but I couldn't believe on how nice that whole place looked with the green wall, the green grass, and the racing was pretty good. The late model races, the sportsmen, which are our mini stocks, that was a little barn burner.
Yeah,
of a
no,
race.
right. Street. What we call mini stocks, they call street stocks.
Right. It was weird.
And what we call street stocks, they call flying tigers.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
All right. Listen, before we go any further, let me just let everybody know that if you want to join the live chat, which is popping right now.
Oh, yeah.
You need to become a member. So visit youtube.com/SidsView/join. $4.99 a month. Not only do you be able to join the live chat and participate in our Who Won the Week segment that's coming up later on in our show, but you also get bonus content every Thursday. Every Thursday we drop one piece of video content, but for podcast members it's actually 2. So on our channel now there is a ton of content that only the podcast members can see. And hey, listen, it keeps growing. Last week I said 75. We are now over 80 podcast members.
Wow.
So thanks to everybody out there who has been supporting us.
That's
We really,
awesome.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. So Diego, let me throw out some pictures here before we get to the actual racing up there. So a couple things that I wanted to show out. So this is where we were. Rem, throw up on the first one there. So this is when we actually had a little break where we were able to watch the late model race.
Yep.
And so this is us sitting in the hill that's around turn 4. So you can tell the grandstands are just freaking packed all the way down the front
It
stretch.
was a madhouse.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Dude, that's great. Look at that place.
And so see on the edge there, right, where the stone, where the seating is?
Yeah.
And so every once in a while we'd see like people are like throwing empty cans down the thing. And so they all throw it down at the end. But it must make cleanup a lot easier at the track. Like everybody on there, it was kind of a
Did
thing.
they roll down?
Yeah, everyone
No,
just,
it's like how at a lot of tracks around here, people just throw stuff underneath like the stands, right?
Yeah.
They have like this little like canal of sorts where you just roll all your cans down and it's all the way down the side of either grandstand. It's like a little trash river.
Really?
But I bet they just have someone go right there with the bag and you pick it all up. It probably takes like 30 seconds.
Right.
but then I had to take a picture of this because, like, this was the flagpole. Like they had mulched annuals that had clearly been, you got to water annuals all the time. Like,
That's awesome.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
just tell that they put so much care into how that track looks. And
That was evident when I was watching on TV, though. It was that evident watching.
yeah, and then this is from when I was. I actually think I posted this on the Monaco page, but this is when the mods were lined up. And I mean, listen, me and Diego always talk about mowing lawns. Like you can even see the lines in the
Yes.
infield
Oh,
when they
yeah.
mow the lawn.
Dude,
like,
you cannot undersell
Yeah.
how green that infield was. It looked like a golf course down there.
and if you go back to this one, I mean, just look at the scenery behind
Right.
behind turn 2. Like
Right.
it's an amazingly beautiful, beautiful racetrack. And
How long of a drive was it to get up there?
So it was a little over 3 hours to get to the Airbnb.
Oh, that's not bad.
But we were like 20 minutes from the track.
Did you guys stop halfway up, or you just went straight?
Yeah,
through?
we stopped at the worst Applebee's in the history of Earth.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible. Yep. We were starving, so we wolfed it down. But,
Right.
But yeah, I mean, the racing there was great. We got to watch the late model race. Actually, Bonsa was there. We hung out with him, watched the late model race.
Yep.
And that had a great finish to it. And then we had to get to work with the Monaco Modified race. And
that was a little bit of a barn burner itself.
yeah,
there.
a little bit.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, we can get to more of that when Remy goes through her update. But
Yep.
it was definitely a bucket list thing. And so hold on a second. So my man Barabalt's on the chat. So Barabalt said that I had to get a creamy while I was there.
Yeah.
Which I was thinking like, oh, that must be some like unique thing at Vermont that they do. Like, maybe it's some sort of
Yeah. Like nice little shake or
something.
Yeah, something.
So
like
I went up to the
root
lady
beer
and said,
float
"Hey,
looking thing.
it's our first time here. We've told we have to get a creamy." I was like, "What is a creamy?" She goes, "Oh, it's soft serve ice cream."
What?
Yeah,
Dave?
yeah.
Dave wants you to get a soft serve ice
I
cream?
mean, Dave, we have that in Connecticut.
Right.
You're like Remy with the cows. Like we have it.
right.
Let's call it something different.
Right.
But listen,
Dave should stick to singing at Red Sox games.
it was a nice day. So I mean, it did hit the spot. But yeah, food was
Get a creamy. That is funny.
Yeah,
My God.
yeah. Tapley says he was confused as well. Yeah, so I mean, they just like the Flying Tigers
That's
and Street
funny.
Stocks. It's a creamy
That
and
is
soft
good.
serve. Yeah,
The names are confusing because what we call our stuff down here. They're like, and here's the street stocks, and I'm like, here comes all these little front wheel drive little
Yeah.
cars. I was surprised, but they put a hell of a show on.
yeah,
A lot of cars, man.
ton
Phew.
of them. Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
yeah, super cool place. It's one of those things where, if it was a little bit closer, I'd probably go there more often.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
definitely.
And then and I did think about like, Tapley I think still has quite a commute, from where he is but the fact that he did all that traveling on a weekly basis, and what we did this week is basically what Austin Beers
You
does.
guys are still tired. You
drive-
guys were tired today when I came in. Oh, we're exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 2 days ago.
Well, I mean, there's just, a lot to catch up on. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
We also did drive back yesterday.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's been nonstop since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just, like I was saying, that's what Austin Beers does to go to race at Stafford on Friday night. So,
Yeah.
So
They
probably
should maybe reconsider that.
No. He should still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's kind of made me think like,
Wow, Diego, shots fired. Dude.
Bang! Yeah, I love that kid. I really do.
all right. So, anyways, what happened with you over there this weekend, Guy? How was the Speedbowl?
Listen, like I always say, I said it before. The Speedbowl, I'm going to say Chris Williams has been doing a heck of a job running the place. The car counts have been fairly decent, and I keep saying it's like that party you didn't want to go to, and you just keep going back, and you enjoy it every time. I mean, all of us have been to that party. I don't know, Remy, have you been to one of those? Like, nah, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
And then you go, you're like, damn it, that was awesome. Yeah, we've been having a real good time. I wish the 78 was running a little better, but we're getting there. But, my nephew Brody was back, and they had bought Bruce Thomas's car, and him and Palmer went at it at the front end of the feature there, and I got to see Timmy Jordan and the 27. Boy, they went in vicious. Have you guys seen that wreck yet?
Yeah.
I hated
I
to
saw
see
the
it.
in-car.
Yeah, I hated to see it, but like I said, that place is one happy family. Everybody in the pits talks to each other. So I even got to see, Mr. Stone wanted a hug early in the day, and I just got real busy doing a bunch of stuff. And then I went over and found him, and I gave him like a hug, like he was my dad almost, and we chit-chatted for a minute. That's what I like about the Speedbowl. That kind of stuff happens. So, other than that, I had a really great time, and I got to sit at home on Friday night while you guys were traveling. Did you guys leave Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, we had a great day. Great time at the Speedbowl. Watched a lot of good racing. I missed the street stocks. Got to see Corey Hutchins come back because they had the Outlaw Streeters there, and then we watched the guy lineman or something just pretty much smoked the field. So
Yeah.
had a good race. It was a
So
good night.
when we were prepping for the show, and Remy goes, "Why do they call them open street stocks and not just street stocks?" And I don't even know what the answer to that is anymore.
Yeah, they're like 3-link. You guys don't know what that is. You know, Panar bars. All you know. Come on, we talk about practice. They just did nothing but practice. You know what I mean?
She asked me that, and I said,
What are we talking about?
Yeah. So. All right, let's get into it. So Remy's got all the details of everything that went on this week with our Belltown Motors weekly update. Yes. Little jazz hands.
Go do it, girl! Yeah.
Are you happy with the jazz
Yeah, very
hands?
good. I like that.
Okay.
Nice touch. Way to mix it
Thank
up.
you. I'm
Fancy fingers, go.
Okay. So, the winners from Stafford, from Monaco Ford.
Are we going to
Like,
stop by
double
each
down.
one of these? Because this is going to be good.
I mean,
We
we
have to.
can.
There's so
Okay.
much to
Like,
talk
why
about.
not?
All right,
There's
all
a
right, all right.
lot
Let's
to
do
get
it.
to. Let's go.
All right. So, street stocks, Travis Hydar. Limited late model, Rich Hammond.
Screwed me. I picked him last week.
Good job, Richie.
Awesome guy, dude. I didn't realize he had such a personality.
Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah.
He's
hilarious.
great.
You ever
He's
hear his
great on
interviews? He's
TV.
like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm ready, like something to come out of him.
I just didn't expect, like, when I saw him,
Bro,
I was
can
like,
you do
okay.
it? How does he do it? Oh, yeah.
I just didn't expect it. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
my wife's like, what's going on? Yeah. Good for Richie Hammond.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that. I was getting a little crazy there.
I love how
What?
Come
Oh,
on. Keep it
don't
together.
start that stuff,
Come on.
Reb.
Stay with
Reb,
us.
get it together.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
She's gone.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, Rich Hammond. Good job.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. That's enough.
SK Lights, Brian Sullivan.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Ooh, yeah.
Are
here
we going
are.
through? Are we going to go class by class here? Or are you going to run through all the winners?
It's up to you. Do you want to?
Well, no, let's take it. I mean, we're
All
on.
right, let's talk about that because we've been dying to talk about
Yeah,
it.
I know.
I know, Rob. You've been dying to talk about it.
Well, dude, I just feel like it's such an insane event. Like, this is like the race. Like, I've never seen this much discussion about an SK Light race the entire time I've been at Stafford.
Hey, listen, this guy in the 10, I'm not even going to say his name. I mean, he's like, man, he's like the bad boy of wrestling,
Yeah.
right? I mean, gosh.
I mean, he did have some quotes there where he basically says he embraces being the villain, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's accurate, and he definitely is one. But I watched this thing a gazillion times, right? And I don't even know Nick Ingles. I don't. But I've seen some of his antics, and I think I don't think you're gonna get a lot of fans with that sort of the way.
I don't know.
And the way he acted in Victory Lane was hard to take.
Yo,
Right?
I'm like, is this guy serious?
And I genuinely like Meg Fuller. I like
Yes.
Meg Fuller a lot. I think she's great for the sport. I think she's got a ton of wins coming to her.
Oh yeah.
And I've watched this thing over and over and over again. And I got to tell you, I don't think it's as bad as what everybody says. I really don't.
Well, listen, I thought we had just talked a little bit prior to the show. He definitely broomed the 41, right?
Yeah.
The 41.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, but
There was no caution.
There was
usually
no
you don't make any
caution.
sort of call on that usually.
I've seen them. I thought I've seen Stafford have somebody come down pit road. They did it to the 38, the 39. Verricchio, when he spun the 23, kept going. They
Yeah.
made Verricchio early in the year do a drive-through penalty.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, if you're going to call him for that,
Right.
run him down pit road. Like, listen, 10 to the infield.
Yeah.
Right? You did it to Verricchio. Right? I don't think, I mean, my gut tells me, did it look ugly with the 0-2? Yeah, possibly. Or the 2?
The two.
The 2?
Oh, it was a super aggressive
But-
move.
But
Without a doubt.
listen, the door was open. She had to know it was coming.
Yeah.
When you look back at it, I don't even think he really hit her that hard or hit her, did he? I mean, I'm probably
Listen,
going to get killed for this.
No, I thought he ran her I thought he explicitly doored her the entire time, but then I saw the in-car shot from Anglais,
didn't.
and it doesn't look like that much contact was actually made. I don't know if we have that, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm sure, if they were going to call it on the 41, they should have called them down pit road like they did the Verricchio. There was still 12 laps left, right? 15 laps left there. So I'm not sure. It's hard to make calls up in the stands, but what's good for one is good for all. They did it to Verricchio early in the year. The only way they're going to stop that 41 right now is by doing that, because he fell back to like 10th, still came back and finished in the top 5. Then after the disqualifications and the 2 problem, he finished 3rd, right? Mm-hmm. It's the only way you're going to stop that kid right now.
All right,
So-
this is the in-car clip that Nick posted on his Facebook page.
Okay, let's see it. Not bad.
I don't know. I mean, maybe some contact was made, but it's nothing worse than I've really seen before. I don't know. There's obviously more to that story into why
I
it
mean,
got
you
called,
don't
but
think
that shot alone.
So you don't think, like I said before, let's call it the 11's leading and Jimmy Blewett's behind him. You don't think Blewett's doing that coming into 1, coming to the checkers?
Right.
Come on.
Right.
That's happened. It happens. Teddy did it to Keith. Keith did it to Teddy a zillion times.
It's such a polarizing incident because Meg, in my opinion, is very likable. And Nick Anglais does a lot of stuff that makes him very unlikable.
It's too bad.
And so I can see why everybody is like happy that he got DQ'd.
Yeah.
And
Because he's the villain.
In Corshane's article, it said when it was announced when he was in tech or on the scales or whatever, they all were applauding. And of course he was getting heckled while he was in victory lane. And so, I mean, I get it. But acting that way that's not fan friendly is not against the rules.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just because somebody raced you ultra clean there's no rule that says you have to race them ultra clean on the way. You can be more aggressive
Right.
than the person that's driving
Wait,
you.
first off, do you think his action on the 2 warranted a disqualification?
No.
I mean, just in our own opinion. I mean,
but the way it's been explained is that it was for his actions throughout the race.
Well, why didn't they call him down pit road
I understand.
like they did the
It's a
Verricchio?
valid question. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand.
But
Right.
and then he was apparently he didn't pass weight or something on the scales too. So I mean he wasn't he wasn't going to win that race.
Well, if he didn't pass rate,
in a variety
then
of
they
different
should have
ways.
just left it at that.
Yeah, right.
Right? Because I don't think it looks good, putting them through victory lane. And I'm sure that they had to go through replays and watch everything and see what was happening. But to play out victory lane and to do everything is one thing. Just call it you were underweight.
Yeah,
That's
right.
it. Race is over. Do you think, I got an honest question for you guys. So, in my opinion, I think Nick needs to clean his stuff up a little bit because he is damn fast. He is so fast that he can win lots of races.
Clean what stuff? You talking about when he talks on the mic or what he's doing on the
he
track?
just got to, everything. He
All
just
right.
got to tighten
the
it
whole package.
Just got to tighten it up a little, right?
Yeah.
It's okay to be that guy, right? You want to be that guy, great, but you just got to tighten it up a little, right? And do you think that a guy like him is good for the sport or bad for the sport?
I got a little more to say on that later, but I would say good.
Right?
I would say good overall.
What do you think, Sid?
Yeah, in terms of like always wanting conflict and drama for the show as a videographer and content
Right.
creator, yeah, he's.
I mean, think about it. Will we be talking about this race for this long if
Right.
Nick Anglais wasn't in it?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's funny. I picked him last week, and I said I scratched him off. If you went and looked at my paper, I picked Hovey. I said, I just cross off Anglais and pick Hovey because Tapley had said, Diego, you better start playing the handicap game. And I said, damn it, he's probably right. Let me pick Anglais. What happened?
Of course, Shane says, "Don't clean up Nick. The journalist loves the show. Give me that every week."
Yes. No, but that's
Right.
that's the point that I was getting to.
Right, for
Right.
sure.
when it's just all hunky-dory, yeah, let's go through this. I mean, it just made for some good content.
Yeah.
And it makes for great content next week.
Yeah.
If he's allowed back. Did they throw him out or something? I haven't heard
I don't
any-
think so.
No.
Right. So if he comes back next week, it just makes for, let's watch what this guy
Yeah.
does now.
Right.
Right. So it's
I
all
think
this-
he gained a few more people booing him, and Meg Fuller might have gained a few more fans after all that. You know what I mean?
I'm going to say this too, man. I thought Amanda West had a really good run last week. She kind of flies under the radar right now because she's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
She ran up in the top 5, so congratulations to her. And, you know, I'm a girl dad, so I love when females run good. So I'm real happy for Meg Fuller. I was happy when I thought she was going to win the race. And I was happy to see Amanda West finally running up front because it's been a couple of years because she was looking really hot for a while.
Yeah.
And they have backed up their seasons, and she looks like she's back on course again. So it's really good to see. But all in all, great race, right?
Yeah.
My boy Hovey disappointed me. I picked him again. Damn it.
I mean, we'll talk about the pick on
Yeah,
later,
we'll get to those
but
picks.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm watching everybody now. I'm watching everybody because I want to see how my boys are doing and girls are doing, you know? Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. Anyway, so late models, Andrew Duran. And then SK Modifieds, Corey DiMatteo with 3
Wait.
in a row.
As the
With the-
chalkboard says, who's going to beat the wiener?
Who's going to beat the wiener?
Who can beat the wiener,
Oh,
dude?
yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be a tall order.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to say. That car's just dialed in, man.
Yeah.
Be interested to see who's going to knock him
Dude,
off the ground. But
Who?
3 in a row at Stafford, of all places.
Dude, that's so hard to do.
Yeah.
Who's going to knock him off, dude? Some would say it could be the Sid's View podcast.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. The
People-
way
Yeah,
that
I
people
mean-
want to talk about the pick'em. But
Right?
we'll get our revenge on that. Don't you worry there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's go to Speedbowl winners. So, for the 16th annual Shane Hammond Memorial for the Nema Lights, Dylan Kutsu. And then Nema Paul Scally, Legends PJ Evans.
All right.
Yep, good to see PJ
Yeah,
taking
it's
the win.
really good to see PJ winning.
And then we got Open Street Stocks, Ryan Lynham. Mini Stocks, Chris Garside. Trucks, Tyler Chapman.
All right, hold on. Let's check out the shall we check out the new hold on, where is it? All right, here we go. So the Tyler Chapman battle in southeastern New England, we have SK Light driver Tyler Chapman with 4 wins, 3 at Stafford, 1 at Thompson. And then Tyler Chapman of the truck division variety, undefeated at the Speedbowl in the truck. So it's still undetermined if Tyler Chapman, the truck driver, paid off Nick Anglaise to run Tyler out of the turns. So we get inch a little closer. We'll have to do a little investigation on that. But 4-3 for the My Three Sons Tyler Chapman, and we'll get back to that next week. Go ahead, Rem.
Okay. And then late model, Jason Palmer. And then SK Modifieds, Anthony Flannery.
I mean, Palmer just clicking off another 102 now,
You know,
just rattling them
So
off.
here's what happens there. I talked to, Brody came out this week fresh with, they bought Bruce Thomas's car. And so it was, they didn't even tell me. It was like a big surprise. Ooh, look at that guy. Ooh. They show up with the car. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But, Brody was damn fast.
Yeah.
And, him and Jay, he's learned a lot from Jay. And Brody's used some of that down at Tri-County when we went down there. And I think after this weekend, he learned some more. There's something to be said. I said, Brody, how good were you? Because I was watching Emma. He says, I think if I would have got ahead of him, I probably would have left by a straightaway. There's something to be said for a driver that can lead a race and not let the faster car by him, if that makes sense. Take the line away every lap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's some talent there, and it's not necessarily blocking. It's just knowing who you're racing with, knowing the track, and knowing how to get it done.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I talked to Bob Phil today. We've talked about it, and he says to me, how many times you think Ted got out of his car? I said, oh, you couldn't beat me? You could see Ted doing something like that. And, so there was another lesson learned this week for Brody.
You did that against Ted and Keith once.
Yeah, I used to do some dumb stuff with those guys.
No, you got the win.
I got the win.
Yeah,
but,
fine.
we could go back to real quick, right? So there's something to racing cars, right? So not always the fastest car wins, right?
Yeah.
But you have to race smart, right? You have to know who you're racing with and race smart. And when I used to race Keith and Ted, they are so over the top aggressive. I used to say this. It's like dangling a piece of meat outside of your Nerf bar. And I'm like, well, who's going to go get it? Right? Oh, there goes Teddy. I knew you would. So I would just hold him there until I could see his tire. And I talked to Corey DiMatteo this week, and he was in the pits. And I said, Corey, you had the 85 behind you, and I know that you were feeling like you were semi-safe because he knows who he's racing with. He knows Moeller is not going to pull a Bonzire. But did you see the way DiMatteo protects the groove in the end of the race?
Right.
He's flawless. He's so good at it because he's smart, and he knows how to race. He knows how to be aggressive coming through the field, and then when he gets there, he knows how to protect it.
Yeah.
Right? So there's something to be said about that kind of stuff. So, anyways, smart racing. Not only the fastest car must win, Palmer proved it. And I don't know if DiMatteo proved it because he's been damn fast, but you got to race smart. So
do we know, does this mean this is the end of the Thomas family racing?
It was so nice. You had Glenn there this weekend. Glenn's been a staple down there.
Oh, he was there, like, helping out?
Yeah, he was there helping, but he had to leave early before the feature. I said, where you going, Glenn? He said, I did all I could do for the day. I got to put my kids to bed.
Yeah, right.
And so that's what happens. Everybody gets older. He has kids.
I mean, the Thomas family, there was Bruce Sr., Glenn Sr., Bruce Jr., Glenn Jr., Zach. So many of them have won races.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nate was a big part of Bruce's career, Jr., when he was running. So, you never know with those guys. Maybe we'll see Glenn back racing or something. But
Bruce has family.
Yeah, no,
like we all do.
Yeah,
and the time to put in there is just not there anymore.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But that was a great era, and I'm afraid that it's probably going to be over. And now you got the little young guys like Brody and PJ, and and Moeller's still a young guy. You got all these young whippersnappers. You know, that's what it is.
Whippersnappers.
I was waiting for my little.
Yep, got it.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Thank you kindly.
So the Monaco Tri-Track winner from Thunder Road is Steven Kopchik.
All right, so the big drama in this one was Ronnie Williams and Hirschman battling for the lead.
Mm-hmm.
And we put a front bumper cam on Ronnie Williams. And so this is them. Let's have a little look-see here.
Oh, a little look-see.
Look-see from Thunder Road. Here we go. So Hirschman's in the lead, and this is Ronnie Williams' front bumper cam. A little hi-yah's coming.
A little warning shot.
A little close-up.
Oh, that was on accident.
Freaking love this camera.
I don't know if that one was.
There it is. So, Ronnie was sent to the back, and, obviously they both were.
Yeah.
And that, go ahead. Thoughts? Let's hear Remy's thoughts, shall we?
From what I saw, maybe I could be a little biased, but for me, I thought it was just a racing deal. I don't think he was like, yeah, let me move Matt Hirschman. Like, I don't think that's how it was.
By the way, Remy picked Ronnie Williams, just as a disclaimer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
if you-
sorry, is that a biased decision?
No,
Little bit.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
It's a little bit.
Was I rooting for Ronnie?
What are we
Hell
talking
yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Was I rooting for him? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But even if I wasn't, I personally think it was just a racing deal.
I was
know.
pissed. I had Matt Hirschman.
Oh, I know. You can suck it.
Dude, that soundbite is great. It
I mean,
sounds
this
so
is-
real.
this
Like
is
I feel like
awful.
it's her saying it.
This is awful. I mean, I don't know. Gosh.
Well,
I'm going to say this
yeah, go.
because I'm a big fan of Ronnie Williams.
Yep.
I think he's a great kid. That whole team is awesome, and I love stopping by their pit area. So I would,
The largest team in modified racing, by the way. It's like 58 of them. But go.
yeah, that's right, because they're good people.
No, they are good.
Ronnie's a good dude. His father, I like all of them. I love Justin. So he was going to get him.
Yeah.
Did it have to go to that extent? He was going to get him.
Yeah.
You know, there was just those two.
Have you ever seen a incident like that where somebody in Ronnie's position was not put to the back?
Jeez.
It's almost universal now, right? If you touch
it-
the leader, you go to the back.
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
Right. And anybody that makes that call, I mean, anybody that's watching that, I think is making that call because in the real deal of things, you know, I know Ronnie was having big runs, right? And because the 60 was laboring, that was obvious, right? And the 50 was the superior car.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, I'm watching on Flow, and it was just like that. The first shot was almost on accident. When
Right.
you're so fast and you hit a guy that hard on accident, I mean, how long can you hold? You're not holding him off 15 laps,
No.
right?
definitely
There's
not.
no way. You cannot. Once he's in there, the 60 has to. But, you know, who knows what happened there? Did the 60 turn down? Did the 60 get loose?
I don't know. It looked like from the in-car that the 50 like bobbled a little bit. It looked like he
Yeah.
kind of corrected.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
I mean, Hirschman definitely came down like at least half a lane.
I mean, he's
but-
protecting this to 11
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
Right? There's 11 to go. I don't know what that race paid to win, but it's a big deal. But, you know, it's really too bad for Ronnie Williams because those guys, you know, they go down to New Smyrna. They race everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, they really put the effort in. They bring a really good car. They bring a lot of people to the track. It would have been really nice to see him win.
So Kopchik said in Victory Lane that's his first modified win. Which is,
That's what I thought he had said.
he's never won like an MRS race or an Open 80 or anything. Wow.
I don't know, you know, but the kid's a mini genius, whether people like him or not.
No, he's a smart dude.
Dude, and it was his first
Without a
time with the
doubt.
track. Like that,
Yeah,
that
but
takes
you know,
some
but-
natural talent to win like that.
His cars, he's just, you know, he's like, my only comparison would be like, you remember Keith back in the day when he was just dominant at tracks? I mean, if you look at Kopchak, if he ran SKs at Waterford, Stafford, and Thompson, he would be at that level because he was winning championships at Thompson. He was winning.
Well, that's his car. Bassett's running in the SKs,
So,
right?
he
He's a
was
rookie,
winning races.
and
Right.
he's that's a top car.
If he had all three divisions, he'd be running like Keith ran back in the day. He's just in tune with cars. He's
Yeah.
a hell of a shoe. He's been doing it a long time, and he just, you know, his cars aren't off much, especially if it's for him.
Bonsa says it was his first tour type win, and Bonsa's pretty solid with his stats. So,
Yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations, because
Yeah.
he sure the hell had a rocky offseason.
Yeah.
And you know, the kid's obviously talented, and to win a tri-track race is a big deal. So
No, very. I mean, he's won like 10 SK races over the past 3 years or something like that
Yeah.
at Stafford. He wins a lot in the SKs.
yeah, for sure.
So one of the things that we are working on with the Monaco Modifieds when we go to their events and do social is post-race interviews. So if you go to the Monaco Modified page, you can see Rob and Remy's. Rob's on camera interviewing you did the top 5 finishers, right?
Yep.
And so after every event, you can catch that stuff out. And we just had a blast there. The Monaco
Yeah.
Modified people are really just a blast.
Oh, outstanding.
Amazing.
They're a blast to
people.
work
Yep.
with. They
Yeah.
take good care of us. We feel like we take good care of them, and we get them just a buttload of content.
Yeah.
And then they Jeff Rocco and Renee, they take it and roll with it. And we were going to be doing some other stuff during the week, and it's a good partnership. We have a lot of fun, and it's allowed us this ability to, like this week, we got to go check out a track we've never been to.
Do you think?
You know?
Do you think it's a possibility that my man Fro is going to be continuing to be on the mic?
Oh, he'll be doing that for the Monaco Modifieds all
that's
season.
awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's
Go,
locked
Fro.
in. Who knows
Go,
where it could go
Fro.
from there, but that's a guarantee at this point.
Oh, yeah.
When they said that that's what they wanted was top 5 interviews, because I don't like being in front of the camera unless you're shooting the back of my head as I'm doing Sid's View in the grandstand.
Yeah.
But so I remember we talked about this when I proposed it to them during a podcast thing. And I asked Remy, I said, would you be comfortable just going up to the drivers? And she's like, no, but Rob will.
Yeah. Right.
And he was great at it.
Yeah.
man.
No, Rob's got that personality to do that.
It was awesome, man. Yep. They were
Plus,
a lot of fun.
dude, everybody loves Fro, man. Come on.
Or referred to by some as Frolicious.
Yeah.
Don't push it, okay?
Yeah.
All right, don't get excited. Frolicious.
Yeah.
This, I mean,
Baraball dropped that at the Speedbowl.
Stop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
oh my goodness.
We're in Vermont, and we got word of that. Yeah,
Oh my goodness, Frolicious.
let's not go down that road right now.
Let's take it easy here, all
it's
right?
getting out of control.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyway.
I wish we were talking about practice.
Hey, before we move on, I just want to give a quick shout out to my boy Anthony Flannery, not only helping Emma spot, but he sure the heck whipped their butts.
Yeah, he checked
in
out.
the SK race this week. He put on a good old fashioned whipping, and I'm kind of sad I haven't picked him yet. I know nobody wants me to pick him later, but we're going to see who's going to be in trouble.
Bonsa wants us to ask Remy about doing interviews at Stafford one night. What do you got to tell us about that?
Oh, why, you going to start doing them?
You got
No,
a story?
I did them one year.
What?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh my God. So I got a text, right? Like I was in the parking lot and I get this text from Jeremy, right? He goes, all right, new plan. We're going to have you interview some drivers.
What?
And
Am I going to be the one doing this?
That's exactly what
I'm
she
not
asked.
kidding. The name that I screwed up, okay? The easiest name was Ronnie Williams.
You screwed that up?
I
What did you
screwed that
say?
one up.
What did you
I
say?
don't remember, but it was Ronnie, and I screwed up his last name.
Really?
Yeah, it was a couple years
it
ago.
was the
but-
nerves.
Oh my God, I was sweating. Like,
Were you?
I was so nervous.
That would be a fun job to do, to interview people.
I honestly, to be honest,
Did he correct you that you got the name
No,
wrong?
I corrected it like immediately. But in that moment, I'm like, how the hell did I screw up his name out of all the names I talked?
Yeah.
Like,
You
said?
know what she has to do more of?
You can suck it.
Oh, God.
What happened? No, go ahead.
Oh, look what you did, Sid. Remy's going to be out of commission for the next 30 seconds.
Wrong button.
Right side. Let's bring that back. Hold on.
Right.
What are we talking about?
All right,
What
come
do we
on.
talk about?
But I will say, I did black out during that whole shift.
Oh, my
I don't
God.
remember.
The hell is happening here
I know.
tonight,
Is
Sid?
this a racing show? Come on.
Seriously.
Let's go.
What else we got?
So the 61st Memorial Day Classic winner is Cody Blake.
Yo, this was a good race.
The late models?
Yeah.
Dude,
Freaking awesome.
I love the way they do plus minus, because the guy that won the cons, he started like
Yeah.
second or
Bonsa,
third.
we were lucky to hang out with Bonsa on
Yeah.
the hill and watch that race.
Yep.
And he was explaining that to us, and I was like, wow.
Even when they
really?
run the consi.
Yeah.
Because I think Brody started fifth last year and finished like second or third in the consi. I'm like, how the hell is that possible?
Yeah, that's cool.
They do a plus minus through the field or something, but I enjoyed watching them. The last chance race was spectacular.
Didn't you guys like this? Like, there's this sound. I don't know if it's because of where we were sitting or what, but like Thunder Road Speedbowl is like the perfect name for that place.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much bottom that comes out when they're
Yeah.
coming out of the
Oh, yeah.
turn, right? It just like envelops you, man. It was neat.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
really neat.
Okay. So, Thompson Speedway was canceled due to rain. There's no word yet on the makeup date, but it should be out soon.
I was slightly thankful for that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wanted the race.
Did it actually rain?
It didn't rain till like 4 o'clock here, right? 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
But maybe 4 o'clock here. I don't know what time it started raining up Thompson, But that's like an hour drive up, waiting around all day to not race would have really sucked.
Especially on a holiday weekend.
Yes, that would have.
Yep.
So I appreciate them calling the race early.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks up there is that, they have such limited windows to do any kind of makeup event. So you don't know if that event's lost for good or if,
Yeah, I don't. I would assume it.
or they're going to
is.
try to do like maybe double features per division
Oh,
because it's
boy.
early in the year.
Oh boy,
I don't know.
that'd be fun.
It'd be great for the fans at least.
I
I,
mean,
don't know
yeah.
about the teams.
To see if they can invite Nick Anglace up. Yeah, let's do it.
Ah.
Yes. All right.
The 24th season of Wild and Wacky Wednesday starts tomorrow at the Speedbowl.
Anybody go? Fro?
Dude, I might make a trip out. I won't lie. I do love the
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
What's
There you go.
tomorrow? Know what I have tomorrow? You're never going to believe this.
What?
I got dance practice.
That's
you-
just expected
are you
at this
dancing?
point.
I'm dancing.
What?
Where's the? I'm gonna.
No,
need to
we
see
have
the
a
video.
recital coming up in a couple weeks. We're doing a daddy-daughter dance with 16 fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be epic. I can tell you that.
I'm gonna need to see.
Yeah, you
some
wanna
video
come?
after that?
Yeah, you can come.
When is it?
I'll let you know. We'll get you a ticket. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Diego, I'm going to sit this one out.
Tapley says that they would be double features if they can't find another date.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, the Smack Super Modifieds, who rained out on May 18th, is rescheduled for June 22nd.
Who?
Super Mods?
Super Modified Atlantic Charter,
That's what they're called.
also known as SMAC,
Smack. When are they coming back?
the 22nd.
Really?
That's a non-SIDS view shoot, but
Yeah.
But I'll still be there.
You will. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
doing
do you
the
guys like the
single
super mods at the bowl?
no.
They're all right to watch. I like our regular divisions. I'm a regular divisions guy.
I like the super mods at
Thompson.
Thompson. Love them there.
Yeah, when there's a lot of them.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
and like Star Speedways, that's like the home of the super mods, and even though that is a smaller track, there's something about the bowl where I don't know if it's just been bad luck or what. I don't think I've ever seen a compelling super mod race
Yeah.
at the bowl.
No, I feel like the racing for that, like, they're just cool cars. Like, you're like, whoa, like 1,000 horsepower, and they have like that unique smell to it. I feel like when I bring my friends to Waterford and they see the super mods, they're like, whoa, like these are real race cars. That's like their
Yeah.
first reaction to it, but the racing is never that compelling.
Right.
Right. Yeah, if a super mod is like parked on display on the midway and you're just looking at it, you're like, wow, that thing looks fast. Like they just
Yeah.
look super fast. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Joseph Newgarden, I hope someone knows who this is.
Well,
I had
One
no
back-
idea.
yeah.
Won back-to-back for the Indy 500.
All right. So we have the finish here.
It hurts the Pato Award got passed. I won't lie.
This is the last lap. You got it, Rem?
Yeah.
Maybe that time is now.
Look at this.
One more lap to go. Pato goes to the lead. He's not going to lift this time.
Look at how-
He did it against Ericsson and lost Pato Award to the front off of turn 2.
Look at all the freaking people.
Yeah.
Woo.
6 back on the backstretch.
Award tries to break the draft.
Look at
But
this.
they're going so fast. The slipstream is just massive.
That's unbelievable. Look at this.
You can pass him on the outside of Indy.
Listen to the roar of the crowd, man.
love it.
It's amazing.
so amazing.
He goes from 6 back to 8 ahead.
And
In half a-
Yeah.
And now he's going to do it.
For the captain.
Hell yeah.
So listen, I don't. We were at the track working, so I don't know about the other 499 laps, but that was a cool finish.
Yeah.
I listen, Indy 500, I know we don't talk about Indy at all on this show, but like the Indy 500 is an amazing race. The crowd energy is unmatched when you got that many people in the stadium. I would say it's the best crowd I've ever seen at a race. The sense of speed is unbelievable. Once you see 240 going by, you're just like, I don't know how I can go back to 120 after this.
So can you guys tell me something? Because I didn't know what had happened to Larson. Did he start the race? Did he not?
No, he did start it, but he got a pit penalty, and he finished 18th.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
And
he
then
was running top 10 most of the race
And then he missed the 600.
completely because he got rained out.
Right.
Oh yeah, Corshane, right? It's only 200 laps. Yeah, that's right.
499
No, right, I
laps.
was
I didn't even pick up on
Yeah,
that.
right. I was doing miles. I was completing the laps. Listen, math was not my strong suit, all right? Way to have my back, Corshane.
I saw someone
Yeah.
make a similar comment about the 600. They were like, how can the
right.
race be halfway
With
if
all
they only
you-
completed 200 of
all you-
600 laps?
All right.
Who won the race?
Lap nerds on the chat, settle down.
For which one?
The Indy.
Joseph Newgarden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody heard of him.
Nobody's heard of him. Oh, no.
I hate y'all. Honestly.
Okay, so
What?
no,
What?
Remy, you just remembered of a story.
Oh God.
So we're at the Airbnb.
Oh God.
Okay,
This ought to be good.
a couple people on the chat I've already shared this with who were at Thunder Road with us. So we're at the Airbnb, and Remy says, "Can you believe how much Ted and Mike Christopher look alike?"
Are you shitting me?
And I said, "Remy, you realize they're identical twins, right?"
Right.
And she goes, "They are?"
Come on.
Right. So you can be all mad. We don't know who, Fliffenberger is here.
The thing is,
Indy-
hold on, I didn't know that they were brothers. I don't know everything about anyone. I don't know
we agree.
people's
We agree on that.
parents' names.
How can you
I
not
didn't
look
know
at those
Jeff
two?
Rocco and
Okay, but
Keith were,
They're not identical twins.
but they're still twins. I didn't know that. I just know
Yeah,
they're
but
brothers.
Keith-
I know
mean-
they're related. That is all I need to know about anyone.
I mean, they even walk the same.
I know.
They do
toe walk.
everything.
They do the
same.
toe walk.
I don't watch
Like
how
you.
people walk.
Yeah, Fro and Teddy. I think Fro's one of their kids.
Because I got the toe walk.
You got the toe walk too.
I know. Ever since you pointed that out, I was like, wow, Teddy's a toe walker too.
Oh,
I love
my-
him more than ever before after learning that.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yep.
We, if Teddy was still with us, Rob, me, you, and him would have a toe walking face off.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, really?
great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, I think I'd be a pretty major
Oh, you'd
contender
be tough
for that.
to beat.
I would
You'd
be pretty tough to
Yeah,
beat.
Yeah. You're still young and spry. I'm like,
Oh yeah, and you fly on your toes.
So-
Yeah.
You walk around here like.
yeah.
Do you even have heels? You probably have thick heels on your shoes, huh?
Huh?
Never wear the soles.
No,
of your
dude,
shoe.
the front of it's always destroyed, and the back is clean. I was always like, listen, if there was a heel walking competition for men, I'd be pretty good. I wouldn't do bad in those heels.
What are we talking about?
I
here?
know.
We're not talking about practice. I don't know what the hell we're talking about now.
Practice.
All right, Rems. What else you got there, Holmes?
And for the last one I have, Christopher Bell wins the Coca-Cola 600.
What a terrible race.
Yeah, awful.
So bad.
How bad was it?
We were at the Airbnb. We shut it off. We put on the show from 2019 because Fro had never seen it.
Really?
Yeah, his call. He said, Sid, he threw me the remote. He said, Sid, put something else on. They're not going racing anytime soon.
Right.
Well, it started raining. I was
Like,
like, I'm not
screw
trying
it.
to watch Fox rain delay coverage. Let me
Yeah.
tell you
Right,
that much.
right.
Nobody wants to see that.
I wanted to see Kozlowski win again, though. I wish they would have went
Me
back
too.
green.
Me too.
All right, so listen, we told you it was going to be a supersized episode, and we're almost an
I know,
hour
this is
in.
crazy.
Dude,
We took
yeah,
lots.
but I love these because they're
Alls we did-
entertaining.
all we did was Remy's update. So we got a lot to get to. So now it's time to get to our nostalgia nugget of the week, brought to us by our friends over at Waddell Communications. I did it all wrong.
Yeah, you screwed up, didn't you?
Well, what I meant to say is Waddell Communications is going to present the nostalgia nugget of the week. Yeah,
That's awesome.
All right, so I thought I'd break down a little Seekonk trivia for you. So the NASCAR Modifieds are going to Seekonk here for their next event, Saturday. Let me get some guesses. How many times do you think the NASCAR Modified Tour has been around since 1985? How many times do you think they've gone to Seekonk? Rough guess.
I don't know.
5.
4 times.
Wow. Remy?
I'll go with 6.
Okay. I thought there was going to be a lot higher races. They've actually gone 11 times.
Damn.
I thought they'd gone there like 30 times or something.
Really?
Yeah, when I looked it up, I was surprised to see that. It's only been 11 times. And there's only been one driver that has won multiple tour races at the bowl, and that's Doug Coby. The first winner was Reggie Ruggiero in 1987. Jerry Marquis, Chris Kopech, Ed Flemke Jr., Chuck Hosfeld, Diego's favorite driver, Eric Beers, Timmy Solomito,
that was good, Sid.
Kobe twice, Justin Bonsignor, and then Matt Hirschman in 2023, last year.
So Kobe has won multiple times?
Yeah,
That's the
Kobe
driver?
won in 2017 and 2019. He's the
Wow.
only driver that has won twice.
Damn.
Yeah, so kind of neat that the tour will be back at the Cement Palace, as they call it,
Oh, yeah.
over there in Seekonk, Mass.
Do you know if Kobe's on the roster?
I believe he is in the 44 car.
Oh, yeah, Tinio car.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
I believe I looked that up earlier. So, okay. What else we got to talk about here? Oh, we got Rob's down in the bullpen. Oh, you know what, Diego? I know what I want to say. So, we still have several sponsorships up for grabs and available for those that want to help us support and get us through the year. We've had great support.
Yeah, we need somebody for the ticker.
Yeah, we're still missing out on the tip. We got a couple people.
Yeah, we need the
having a little
ticker.
sniff at it, but
Come
yeah.
on, everybody.
So, and then there's a couple open spots towards the end of the year. We've been very fortunate for all the people that continually reach out to us about doing it. And you can do one episode. You can do it as many as you want. So the information is all at sidsview.com/sponsorship. And not only for the podcast, but as well as if you want to do for Sid's View, which we are going back to the bowl next
Yeah.
week to do some our next.
It's really fun.
Next
yeah, it's great,
edition
man.
of Sid's View. So we'll have all the GoPros going on, and our drone tech will be there, and so we'll get after it. This weekend we got the trucks going 50 laps, so we figured that was definitely an event on the schedule worth for some Sid's View action. So all right, let's keep it going here with our man Rob down in the bullpen for this week's Popcorn Stat Chat. The last one, our friends over at Cerisi's Automotive took care of the Stat Chat for us here in May. So for the final time, brought to us by Cerisi's Automotive, here's our man Fro with the Popcorn Stat Chat.
Oh, God.
Now, Stat Chat's a little abbreviated because one of these topics we already talked about. It was Ronnie Williams. Should he go to the back? I mean, if you guys have more say on that, we can start it off with that one. Should he have gone to the back for that move?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand their frustration totally.
Oh,
but
me too.
I'm a big believer in you touch the leader, you go to the back. And sometimes them's is the brakes.
They're probably going to be disgusted with the yeses.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just looking at it, the way it happened, maybe if some more patience was taken. I'm not sure how to – he touched the leader, right? The leader goes around.
Yeah.
And also, we did talk about this, that during Star of last year, Matt Hirschman was also in the same position. And it's good that they're being consistent.
Right.
Who
on
did
their
he
calls.
who did he do that to?
I
It was
believe
Swanson,
Matt-
right?
Yeah.
Swanson.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the incident that led to the
I don't know, man. When you touch the leader and the leader
it's like
goes
I wasn't even talking. He just cut me right off. Right. All right, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
Keep going.
well, you were probably going to say something. Yeah, put up your dukes.
Go ahead.
All right, so the answer is yes. Okay, moving on. Which one of these two streaks is more impressive? Todd Owen's 36 top 10 streak in the SKs, or Tyler Chapman's 5 wins in a row in the SK Lights?
I say Todd Owen.
So do
Could
I.
have gone through how many seasons? 2?
2 plus. Well,
2.5?
almost parts of 3.
I know a couple streaks that could beat that.
Which ones?
One
Rattle
right
them off.
we're at my brother's underwear.
What?
What? You did not just say that.
Rewind that.
Come on. Now.
Okay.
No, I got to give that to my brother because he's always busted on me. But Todd Owen, 3 years, top 10s, that's just ridiculous.
Especially at Stafford.
Dude, that is like,
It's not at a track where the car counts 12.
yeah,
Right.
man,
It's
that
full
that is
fields.
something to be said. I mean, that's unbelievable. And then he goes 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
With 2, I think, was it?
Finishes outside the top 10 and then DNFs, and he broke
I know.
a really long no DNF streak too.
Yeah, that's
I
too bad.
guess the last time he DNF'd was 2021.
Listen, that's,
Stafford, that's crazy.
I'm not sure that speaks volumes for his driving talents to keep your nose clean, that's more than luck for that many races. It's just knowing your surroundings. Like I talked earlier about driving smart. He knows who he's racing with. He knows what he has to do, right? And so that's hard to beat. It's really hard to beat. And I actually felt bad that he hasn't been in the top 10 the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are happy about it, but those guys work real hard. You know, obviously they got a stellar crew and they just keep putting the effort in.
Yeah, outstanding operation.
Yeah, so.
All right. So this is the big news. Now this officially broke a couple hours ago, but we've been sort of thinking about this for weeks and weeks, even months now. This has kind of been a rumor, but Stewart Haas is going to be officially shutting down at the end of the 2024 season. Now, this is complete insanity to me because I had always had in the back of my mind that Stewart Haas was a place where your career goes if you want like a second chance, you know? For instance, Harvick leaves RCR, wins the championship the next year. Boyer goes winless for half a decade. He goes to Stewart Haas and wins multiple races the next year. Almirola does the same. He wins in 2018. But ever since Harvick didn't win that championship in 2020, the team just hasn't been the same. And now this leaves our boy Preece as a free agent for 2024, or 2025 rather. And I ask you, does he still deserve to be in the Cup Series?
That's a great question.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we all want him to
I do too, man.
You know?
I mean, you know, we get on him and ride him only because we care and so passionate
yeah.
behind him. I don't want to see him leave I'd love to see him at like RFK or
I would
something.
just-
Right.
That
Even
would be-
front row.
Yeah.
Even front row is more competitive than Stewart Haas.
Yeah,
I feel like Ryan has had opportunities to show when he's in one of these top teams' equipment, he can do well. And I just wonder if there's too much time has gone by to get another opportunity. And obviously, he already got up there at an age many would probably consider was too old.
yeah.
Right.
And so you just don't know if like the clock is ticking with they're just going to look to other people,
Right.
regardless of whether he deserves
Right.
it or not. They're going to look at younger people.
For the longevity. you
Yeah.
know?
How old is Ryan now?
He's like mid-30s, right? Or
Yeah.
early
I think he's
30s?
31 or 32.
I think he still has a lot left in the tank, though.
Right.
He's 33. He's 33.
Yeah, he's got a lot left in the tank, and
For
I-
sure.
I know as a fan, I would love to just see him land somewhere where he could actually win. I just
Yeah.
wouldn't want to see him to just be up there to ride around to say he was still in the Cup Series, or you know, obviously he could still make a living doing that, but you know, I'd want him to land somewhere where he could, which is what we thought was happening when he got to SHR, but
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all thought, oh, he's going to a team where he can finally win, and then it hits the fan.
yeah.
Well,
you
when
know,
he gets there.
It's been really, you know, it's clear that Tony Stewart has had different run-ins with like NASCAR and people like that. And the sad part is I just hope that I don't know if this happens or not. I'm just speculating, but either he's too busy or he got sick of NASCAR and the shenanigan, and it's all about money. It's such a big business now, and he was one of those guys that was truly trying to bring in talent. You know, he's trying to work with grass. He's one of the only teams that I know that's trying to bring in grassroots people.
Yeah.
But,
And he's the guy out.
but if the rumor, Dale Jr. gets it, he also has been doing that on his Xfinity team.
He has.
So would you think he would either bring the people from his Xfinity teams or try to keep like someone like Ryan Preece or like...
Yeah,
know?
I mean that's
You know.
It's
Listen,
just so speculative.
well,
I
no.
can't say
If
anything
you
about that.
looked at it like that, because you got to think that this announcement wasn't made 2 weeks ago. I mean, these guys have been on a downslope, and this is just the outside looking in, and I don't know anybody in this game, but they've been on a downslope so bad, and then they bring in Noah Gregston, who's been doing great. It kind of makes sense because he's a DEI, or he's a junior guy, right? I mean, it makes a little bit of sense if that were to happen, that they were just
who's the
prepping-
junior guy, Ryan or Noah?
Noah.
Gregson,
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, he was a true.
He was great in the 9.
he was true and true, one of those guys, and so isn't Barry. They both are. They both come from that camp, and all of a sudden they're closing down. I wouldn't be surprised because Junior, he has, he has so much money behind him. I think right now at this point, he could easily get in that game, and it looks like it was almost a line for him. At least if they kept 2 charters, it would be burying Noah.
Yeah.
Right? The other guy's Briscoe, they say he's going to go to the 21, I heard.
Yep, he's the top candidate.
Right?
Burton.
So where does Priest go?
Well,
I don't know. He's represented by Kevin Harvick.
yeah, Tapley's
Yeah.
saying Junior is not getting a charter. That's what I was going to say. I think we're going too
Yeah, this
far
is
down
very
the speculation.
speculative.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's all but confirmed he's
It's
not
fun to
getting one.
talk about.
I mean, I
though.
was
No, it
thinking
is.
this, and this is like I don't know anything about Dale Jr. and what his, but like he has such a great media
Yeah,
empire right
yeah,
now.
right,
I feel
right.
like that he could be easily successful with a lot less work than
Right.
owning the Cup teams. But listen, I think in the end, I think we all just want Ryan to
Yeah.
land somewhere where he has
Of course.
another chance to be successful. And I just want to back up a little bit here because. Did you guys see this? Tapley said DJ Shaw had 37 consecutive top 10s on the ACT Tour.
That's amazing.
Right, and they got nasty car counts too.
dude,
right?
they're
Highest
stacked.
car count in
Wait,
North
wow,
America.
really?
Yeah.
37 and act?
Just snapped. It says he just broke it at New Hampshire this year.
Wow.
So we could have done another graphic between the two of them, but yep, they both got snapped. But either way, those are both incredible. Listen, what Tyler Chapman with the 5 in a row there was amazing as well.
Yep.
And anytime you're winning multiple races in a row, just like with what Corey's doing. I mean,
Right.
he's 3 in a row at Stafford.
That's amazing.
I never thought with how competitive. I mean, there literally seems to be like 10, 12. And that's with somebody like Todd Owen, the 3-time defending champ,
Yeah.
having 2 bad weeks in a row.
Right.
And there's still 10 other guys there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
right.
So that's just an amazing division to watch. And the 11 teams got it dialed in right now.
For
that's
sure.
For sure. All right, Rob. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So let's get back into it with our next segment now. Now, a lot of the peeps in the area they're not big fans of this segment, but
That's an understatement.
yeah. So, but let's see why that may be the case here as we we get into our chat from our friends at Chassis Pro. Here's the weekly Pick'ems updated standings.
Oh, hold on to your hats.
Wait for it. God, is that awful?
A sea of red.
We are terrible.
Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And that's with the fact that we all picked Seekonk, but since we all screwed that up, I figured we don't have to add another loss. We'll do ourselves a favor. And then, of course, Mother Nature had some mercy on us, so the Thompson results don't matter. But there is not a patch of green for correct on that graphic this
Oh,
week.
this is great.
And
This is
so
great.
I
we
had
all-
it with Hirschman.
We buried Diego last week for being in double-digit losses, and then we felt bad for him, so we all joined
decided
him.
to join him. Now, listen, I was a little concerned because only 3 of my picks were actually running. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God, like this is the week that my lead slips away.
Right.
But
right.
no.
Who's
nobody
got the
hit.
lead?
I think me and Remy
Fro,
are tied,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
with a pathetic 5 and 10. Yeah.
I do want to just say, I was very close with 2 of my picks with Bavalaco
Yeah.
and Ronnie Williams.
Close, but no cigar.
Close,
Remy.
but-
But
no cigar.
still,
Yeah.
close enough.
I will say, I mean, 5 to 10, is that bad if we're only considering the winner? I mean, if you pick the winner a third of the time, is that really that bad?
Yeah. So
Okay.
just so
Okay.
so everybody knows the way the pick'ems go, because I know some of us have gotten peppered about exactly how these work. We basically pick one race winner from any division from each of the tracks in Southern New England. So Waterford, Speedbowl, Stafford, Seekonk, and then a touring division. It could be any touring division. This particular week, the only touring division we could find was the NASCAR Modified Tour at Seekonk, but it can be ACT, Pass, Evolved Truck, NEMA Midgets, however you want to roll. And then when certain tracks are off, which most will be Thompson quite a bit and Seekonk, if we knew that last week, we could all had a wild card pick. But if a track is not running, then we pick a wild card, which means you can pick another one from any of the tracks. You can't pick the same driver in the same division in back-to-back weeks, and you can't pick the same driver in the same division more than 3 times a year. And those are basically all the rules. So hopefully we won't suck ass at this for the rest of the year and get a little bit better. And all the people out there will not be afraid for us to pick them. But listen, that's not stopping us yet. So
I kind of like that we have their reputation, though. It makes us a little powerful.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
all right. So your dad is throwing up stuff here, Fro, and that's more math. I mean, we're trying to
Right.
we're
It's
trying to
already too
limit the math.
complicated.
Yeah.
It's already too complicated.
So-
I like how it is.
All right, Rem, you have the best worst record, so why don't you go first?
The best worst record.
Yeah, well, they were all pretty bad, yeah.
Okay. Well. So for Stafford, I chose the street stock division. Travis Hyder.
Chalk.
I don't give it.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I didn't
can suck
say it.
it.
Did you already pick him this year?
No.
Okay.
So,
But
You
very-
can suck it.
Wow. Okay. Very defensive.
Waterford, I chose trucks, and I did Tyler.
That's it. I was just going to say the same thing.
Tyler
Tricks.
Chapman. Seaconk, I'm staying with the one I chose last week because they did not race. Late model Jacob Burns.
She did it again.
What?
She did it
No,
again.
I did not. No, I didn't.
It's Steven Cop, like policeman. Dash chick, like a baby chicken.
A different
Steven Cop chick. Sorry, go ahead.
Listen, that's for a different part of the show, not this part.
Okay.
The Wheelin' Modified Tours, I chose Austin Beers. And I went back to Stafford for my wild card. And I did the SK. And I think the person who can beat Corey DiMatteo is Andrew Moeller.
Ooh, that's a slick pick right there.
Yeah.
That's a slick pick.
How'd that work out for him last week? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Doesn't mean anything.
Wow.
There's a chance that he can't even make it 4 in a row. But we'll see on Friday.
All right. Remy, those are excellent picks.
I know, that's
I'm
why I
sure they're
picked them.
all thrilled that you picked them. All right, Rob, go ahead.
Yup. So I saw a little post on Facebook. Forget who exactly it was from, unfortunately. But they said the only way that Corey DiMatteo can be stopped is if someone on the Sid's View podcast picks him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put that to the test.
All righty.
So my pick for Stafford is Corey DiMatteo.
Well done.
Yep. We'll see. Maybe the curse will be broken, Corey. You never know. The Speedbowl, I have street stocks, and I'm going with a chalky as hell pick with Al Stone.
Chalky as hell.
I know there's no other way to put it.
Oh, that's all right. Go
What are you
ahead.
doing?
I don't know. I
Everything's
thought
fine.
the mic fell over. All right. Seaconk, I'm recycling my pick with Richie Murray, late model. Maybe third time's a charm. Maybe they'll run this week. The Wheelin' Modified Tour, I got Justin Bonsignor. I feel like there's a nice little oscillation between Ron Silk and Bonsignor going, so maybe it'll be a Bonsignor week.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And my wild card, I say in the SK Lights, Tyler Chapman gets back on the horse.
You think so?
Which
Yeah.
one? What happened?
SK Lights.
Oh,
SK
sorry.
Lights.
Sorry. I got
Tyler
distracted by stuff falling all over the place over here. I'm sorry. Hey, good luck with that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You're up, man.
It's my turn.
Are we both 2 and 10? Oh, you're 3 and 11.
I'm 3-11.
Damn, I'm real bad.
You're worse than me.
Nobody wants me to take them.
All right, I'm going Tyler Chapman in the SK Lights as well. Speedball, I'm going Todd Owen in the SKs.
Whoa.
That's right. You heard it
Yeah.
here first. Mike Duarte, I believe is how we say it.
Duarte in the trucks.
Sport Trucks at Seaconk.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm going against the grain here. And I think I kind of had this thought of last week. I was like, should I pick Corey to go 3 in a row? I don't know. Maybe I should. And I should have. And so I'm picking Silk at Seaconk. So I know he's won a lot, but I think he's going to win a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, because this team apparently seems to be one of the forerunners in having us not pick them because it's detrimental to their success, I'm picking Jeremy Lavoie in the limited late models and putting him on the spot to win and say that the curse is nothing but,
Garbage.
exactly. So if he don't like it,
You can suck it.
Yes. Well, I guess that leaves me.
Good luck.
2 to 13.
I have
Diego.
no faith in you,
Oh,
but
my
try
goodness. I am really feeling bad for all these drivers right here.
it. Better not choose anyone I pick.
I am.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Stafford Speedway. We're going streeters. What? I need a win bad. Who am I picking?
Chalk City.
I need a win.
Why? Choose someone else. Choose it next week.
No,
Tra-
Diego, you know what to do.
Travis Hydar. Come on, buddy. Please come through for me. I got a little oddball pick here, but I think the streak gets snapped at the Speedbowl this weekend. I'm going trucks, Charles Beal in the 30.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice. That's crafty.
Okay. Seekonk. Late models. Lukey LeBron. Lukey LeBron. Okay? Lukey, I'm sorry. If you watch the show, I'm sorry. You better get a win from me, please. The Wheelin' Modified Tour is my touring series. How do you not take Ron Silk? How do you not take Ron Silk? What are you guys saying damn it for?
Nothing. I just
You guys want me to
was my
freaking
mic
lose?
live? I didn't
Yeah,
know my mic was
actually.
live.
Oh,
I'm
Mike.
sorry. Hot mic.
Okay. Last one. I'm going Waterford, wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Streeters.
Yep.
Norm, Root. Is it the third? The second?
No, it's the third.
The third.
That's a nice
Norm,
pick. I like
Root, the third.
All right.
Coming back for the win. I'm sorry. Hey, listen.
Alstone is safe. My
If
guy.
you guys are in the garage listening, I am very, very sorry I had to pick you. But bring me some good fortune, please.
All right. So we will post the picks on Friday morning on the Sid's View Facebook page, Instagram, all that, so you can see who's going to be nervous this week.
Right? Oh.
Oh, Norm Root's in chat.
All right.
Nice.
He's
All
in
right.
chat.
All right.
Yes.
Excellent. That's right. I forgot he is a podcast member. That's excellent.
That's great.
All right, so listen, live chat. Let's get your thinking caps on because with the help of the Busy Bees Learning Center, we need to figure out who won the week.
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, that was the best one
A
yet.
little diva flair
are
to
you?
it.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
That was pretty good, Ram. Pretty
Thanks.
good.
All right.
All right.
Get
What
the
do you-
old notes app up.
Yeah, what do you think? So, Cop Chick, right? Cody
Yeah.
Blake with the late model 125 win, the Memorial Day Classic up at Thunder Road. Obviously, Corey DiMatteo with the 3 straight, right? Travis is what, 3 out of 4 races
Yep.
in the Streeters.
Tyler in the trucks.
Tyler in the trucks. Tyler Chapman in the trucks at the Speedbowl is undefeated. Anthony Flannery blew him away in his SK win.
How about, I talk about this guy a lot. How about Noah Corner finally wrapping up a top 5, finished 4th from like 13th?
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a tough year, DNFs every week, so I was
Yep.
happy to see that.
Yesteryear Racing brought up Carson Lofton. Yeah, we forgot about that. We didn't even talk about the Smart Tour.
Oh,
we
man.
can get that after we finish this up here. Yeah.
Yeah, my vote is DiMatteo for sure.
Yeah.
3-peat at Stafford with that field. You know, as happy I was for Kopchak to finally take down a race that he deserved to probably win
Yeah.
for being there, Corey DiMatteo did something real special. So I wish him the best of luck and continue that streak on. That'd be really cool.
I mean, I'm starting to. I am kind of leaning towards this. There's a lot of Thunder Roads out here too. I don't know.
There's a lot of Thunder
I'm
Roads.
obviously biased because that's where we were, but man, that was a freaking great event. It really
Yeah.
was. That's not my pick yet, though, Rob. Don't lock me into that.
Okay.
Don't lock
All right.
me in.
I'm thinking
Don't
it
lock
through.
No, I'm
me
putting
in.
down the other Thunder Road votes.
There's a lot of Di Matteos
yeah,
on there,
Yeah,
too.
Di Matteo's
That's
kind of
that's
overwhelming the vote here.
Yeah, that's a big one, man. Corey's winning 3 in a row at Stafford in its premier division. It's pretty big.
How about can they win with the lit up sign? The lit up hot dog pit sign? Oh, that thing was awesome.
It was.
That thing was tremendous. My God.
What
Yeah, I
are you
vote
thinking, Remy?
the hot dog sign.
I've been between Steven and Corey. And I think I'll go with Steven. Because
Alright.
I think it's cool that he has never won an open mod and how fast he always is. Like, he's a very talented guy.
Yeah.
So it's just like, this is his first one.
You know what? Something
It's a big deal.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I think I'm going with tough one. I'm probably gonna. I gotta just make a decision here, huh?
Yeah.
Who did you pick?
See what my brother wrote?
What? Cop chick.
Cop chick.
What did you pick?
I picked Di Matteo.
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
Rob, where are you at?
Woo, boy, do I have a doozy of a pick for you.
Let's hear it.
God.
You've been sitting
Listen.
there quiet.
In terms of the conversation, the racing discourse in the area this week, I'm almost inclined to say Nick Anglaise won the week. I really am inclined to say.
In terms
Listen,
of chatter,
who have we
he
been
did.
talking about? Who's everybody thinking about? This discussion has gone on for days and
good.
days. There's a race day CT poll about it, dude. I feel like Nick Anglaise is the guy this week.
Great point. Great
I don't know.
point.
Just considering.
Oh boy, that's great. Say it, Sid.
I'm going with Thunder Road.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just an amazing event. The racing was great. The vibe was great. The place was beautiful. I had a blast. It was just a great time, man.
That's
That
awesome.
won the week for me. So,
That's great.
yep. All right, tally them up there, guy. What do you got?
Oh, they're already tallied. Don't you worry.
All right, hit it.
All right, Lofton 1, Anglaise 1, Kopchik 2, GoPro Choose Cone 2,
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Thunder Road with 4, and the winner with 7 votes is Corey Di Matteo.
Wow. All right.
How many
Good
did Cop
job.
Chick get?
Two.
Two? Yeah.
All right, so listen, before we wrap it up, let's got any thoughts on the Oh, I had another thing too. Damn
oh,
it.
God. What kind of thing?
All right, let's go to the smart thing. So all the drama between Burt Myers basically inciting a brawl. Did you see all that?
I didn't.
Oh, classic Burt.
Did he?
Yeah, something with his kid.
Oh, is this? So I did read something
Yeah.
with Baldwin.
Okay, so that same race,
Yes.
different beef.
Wow.
The way I understand it. Yeah.
So they're bringing Bowman Gray into that series?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
'Cause-
The Newman Tommy Baldwin thing was weird. I don't like the I can see a father being protective of their kid.
Yeah.
But if you want your kid to race with the big boys,
Yeah,
then,
right.
And so Newman's whole thing of like you weren't driving the car, I kind of was like on his side for that.
Right.
But then he pushed Tommy, and that just kind of bothered me. Just
Really?
because, yeah, because Tommy's gone through a lot, and he doesn't. He looks really thin right now.
Yes.
And it's all right to be heated at one another, but
Yeah,
the whole thing was just
Yep.
ugly and stupid.
Yeah.
And then I saw the Burt Myers thing. We were watching this earlier, and it like led into a brawl, and it was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Burt Myers, so those
He's-
guys
he is so much better at marketing himself.
than racing.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, I know
mean,
he's a hell of a marketer. Dude,
Jeez,
those
man.
guys could sell the hell out of some T-shirts and
Yeah.
sell the hell out of some
Oh,
banks.
Sean says same track, 2 different series, so it wasn't the same race, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. But I mean, listen, they were all over it. I mean, Derek Perniciglio, that's where I saw it, was from his stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've had this conversation a bunch of times of, the drama is where the eyeballs go.
That's right.
Oh, so I remember what I was going to say now. So we're at Thunder Road, and it was during a caution. So I was above the tower. My man Connor Sullivan was up there.
Yep.
Props up to him because he gave us the access we needed to do our thing. And so I was up there, caution, and I glanced over to so on the tower you're glancing over to the left to where the crowd is, and then the where people were sitting on the hill where we were sitting.
Yep.
And people are like trickling out, leaving. And
For what?
Because the mods were the second to last show. Wow. And I text Bonce, actually. I'm like, oh, we're in late model country because that's weird. People are leaving because the mods are on the track.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right?
Remy pointed that out to me. We were in the infield, and Remy was like, why does it look like there's so many fewer people here now? I was like, I don't know. Isn't the Governor's Cup like the main event
Yeah.
for that? Like, right? It is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Memorial Day Classic, right? But they did have that second.
Oh, excuse me, yeah.
Yeah. But I just thought, like, oh yeah, we're in a different part of New England.
Wow.
Because that would never happen down here.
Yeah.
When the Monaco Modifieds go somewhere, that's the main event.
Right.
And you know what I mean?
You want to
So-
know something? I remember when we were kids going to the Speedbowl, and the mods would come on at the end of the show, and we would leave with my dad
Wow.
as kids. And we would beat the crowd, and we didn't really care for the open wheel mods. I didn't like them literally all the way up until like the mid-90s. It was all about late models and street stocks
Yeah.
and mini stocks. It had no interest in modifieds at all. And we would always beat the crowd and head out. And there was some good drivers back then. So I guess that's still continuing up north.
So Tapley says the late models got to go first because of the modified rubber buildup on the track. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense. So just an observation. It didn't. I mean, I enjoyed the modified race, whether people were leaving or not. It didn't
Yeah.
bother me a bit. It was just an observation of like, oh yeah, we're in a different part of New England.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean that northern New England. Like I was telling you before, back in the days of Catamount Stadium, and when Curly had the NASCAR North, like that was the hub of the northern side of NASCAR for a long time, and all the legendary names that came through there. So, just an awesome experience. We had a really good time. So. All right, everybody, listen, we told you it was going to be a supersized show, and we were not fooling around. So make sure that you follow us on socials because we're going to have more content, the daily reels, on all your favorite social media platforms. And we've got a lot coming back at you this weekend at all the local tracks and the tour at Seekonk. But Diego's going to give us our sponsors. What's up, brother?
Yo. Thanks to Belltown Motors for the weekly update. Waddell Communications for the Nostalgia Nuggets. Cerisi's Automotive for the Popcorn Stat Chat, and Chassis Pros for the weekly pick'ems. I feel bad for you guys. Busy Bees Learning Center, thank you guys for Who Won the Week. Of course, Sydney with the Vault Production Studio. This place is just awesome. And all you guys on the chat, podcast members, and everybody that tunes in every week, we really appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So once again, Stafford Friday nights, Wild and Wacky Wednesday starting tomorrow. Don't forget that. Seekonk Friday and Saturday, the Bowl Saturday. We'll see you next week.